I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation, and the topic today is sex before marriage. Should you or shouldn't you? I am not a religionist, but I am someone who loves God. Most people who question this are questioning this because they want to live according to the scriptures that they follow. And I'm going to take you down a little bit of a different road. I am moral. I believe that scriptures are the basis for morality, but there is something deeper here, something that you need to know about that we're not taught. Now, the Marriage Foundation is a unique organization. I founded it. I was a divorce mediator. This was over 20 years ago, and I realized that I was helping people get a divorce who really shouldn't have been. And I realized the failing was on the part of society as a whole. And it's not something where I'm pointing the finger and blaming, except for Hollywood. But we don't know. We don't know. And we don't know that we don't know this. Because you know how human beings are. We think we know everything. But as a society, we don't know hardly anything about marriage, or there wouldn't be such a high divorce rate. We hardly know anything about love. Look it up, Google it, see what it says. It says that love is an increased emotional like, or something along those lines, which honestly is nonsense. Emotions have nothing to do with love. Love is not an emotion. Love is literally the glue that holds everything together. You could say it's God. We can't create love, but we can open our hearts to love. We could let God's love flow through us to our partner, and this is where I'm going with this. Sex for men is very different than sex for women. And sex is very different for animals than it is for human beings. In fact, generally speaking, even human beings usually describe the sex act as making love. It's not a mistake. That's the reality. So let's get into this. Let's understand. First of all, the difference between men and women is dramatic. We know that. I mean, just our body parts are different. You think that's not going to affect our psychology too? The woman is designed by nature. You could say by God, doesn't matter. He designed nature too, to take care of new souls who come into the world. They are fully equipped by virtue of a very direct connection between their mind and their heart, between their body and their mind. There's a shortcut to the heart. This is necessary. If you ask men about pregnancy and taking care of children, they'll tell you what you want to hear. But the truth is, men don't want to be pregnant, where women love it. No judgment here. It's the way it is, and it should be that way. A woman is designed to nurture children. Men are designed to protect the woman and the children that she bears. Men don't bear children. And so women have this heart connection. That is amazing. And it is the reason why men want to marry women, so that they have that heart connection that they don't normally have. Men can have sex and forget about it. Now, it's a lower quality. That tendency should be mitigated by morality and a higher level of consciousness. And unfortunately, it's not often that happens. But we should all recognize that women are very special. Now, along with that special equipment, you might say, where a woman loves with everything her child. She's connected to her body in such a way that, and it's going to sound a little crude maybe, but a normal woman, when she opens her legs, she opens her heart. This is not true with men. And ladies, you should know this if you're still in the dating phase. Men don't have that same connection. So when they have sex, it could be many things for them. It could be entertainment, could be recreational, could be a scorecard, or it could be love. A man could decide by virtue of his intellectual morality that he will only have sex with the woman with whom he is totally 100% committed to being with for the rest of his life. And I dare say that as we evolve as human beings and the ages ascend and we become closer to God, I'm not afraid to say that, and it's more natural for us, more men will lean that way. But we're not taught about these connections. And so women do not realize the risk they are taking by having sex with men with whom they are not fully committed. Because when they do so, there is a part of them psychologically that closes that connection between body and heart, which is not what either you as a woman or you as a man want. When you are fully committed to one another and you're living as married, because let's be honest, the lines are blurred all over the place now, but when you're living as married to the person with whom you wish to live with for the rest of your life, you want that connection to exist when you're making love in all of its glory, because marriage is based on love. It's supposed to be. And one of the greatest connectors between the souls, because you're soul mates, is that physical act of making love. Now, we've been miseducated tremendously by Hollywood. Hollywood is literally the teacher for most people about love, marriage, sex, morality or lack thereof, and almost everything else. And they have no idea. Now, it's not their fault. They're storytellers. That's what Hollywood is all about. And they're pulling from what they know. And most of what they know, if they're professional, they're trying to get from Western psychologists. Those are the go-tos for love and marriage. Even though we have over a 50% divorce rate and they've been, quote unquote, helping people for 150 years. So what's going on? So the answer to the question is truly up to you. But my suggestion is that you take these things into consideration. You recognize how difficult it is to undo some of these things that you might do by having sex before marriage, and that you have to have in your mind the proper definition. The most important thing is the connection. You want to keep that connection alive between you, because while you are married, and this is especially to women, that connection is so important. Men, it's important to you too. You want to be married to a woman who, when she is making love with you, she's all in, body, mind, and soul. She's more equipped for that than you are as a man, and that's what you want. And if you talk her into having sex with you before that commitment is firmly established and recognized by her, there will be a barrier, a block. And you're giving something up when that exists. I hope this was useful to you. We do have a course for dating at the Marriage Foundation. We also have a course, premarital, that will help you have a better marriage. And I don't care where else you look for premarital courses, this is the best, because the approach that I have to marriage is the most realistic approach there is. We recognize at the Marriage Foundation that marriage is spiritual. It's primarily spiritual because it's essentially based on love. Not an increased like, but that love that all of us as human beings crave. We crave it. Just like the body craves food, shelter, water, and oxygen, the soul craves love. And what's in between love and you as a soul who has a human body and a mind is this mishmash of confusion. So it's important to learn how to pierce that veil so that you could rise above all of the distractions, all of the distortions, and live your marriage for the benefits of marriage, which are, number one, happiness, ever increasing everyday happiness, and two, ever expanding love and the joy that comes with it. So that's it. Those are my 2 cents. What do I know? I think I know a lot about this topic. Been doing this for over 20 years. And I do hope that you pay attention, and because I want you to have the unbelievable marriage that you dream of. And it's doable. Don't measure the odds of your success in marriage against how other people are doing it. When you do it right, it doesn't matter how many people are doing it wrong. You're doing it right will work. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. I did it to help others, you included. I hope you subscribe to this channel. There's so much you can learn about marriage. I hope you go to our website and discover what we have to offer you. Thank you for spending time, and God bless.